Hey guys, and welcome back to That LP Show. The name of the game is Metroid Prime for the Wii. Now that we have the Varia suit, we're protected against the heat here in the Magmoor Caverns. If we would have come here before getting the Varia suit, our energy would just start quickly draining from the intense heat. We have some more Shriek Bats. Always with the Shriek Bats. Okay, new enemy. Grisby, subvolcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. The Grisby's carapace has been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blast. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. So, like the description said, we can take it out with missiles. Missile for you. Missile for you. Okay, and as we're going along these patterns, we need to watch out for these things shooting out flames. New enemy. Burrower, tunneling insect predator. The burrower is similar to the beetle, though it prefers to spend more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for with aggression. So yeah, when we get real close to it, it jumps up and spits something out at us. Just sidestep and release a charged blast to take it out. I don't even think it really needs to be fully charged. So, they're pretty weak. Oh, let's see. Are there Magmores in the Magmoor Caverns? Yes, there are. Magmore, fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Oh, I can see that. Magmores prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmores have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. Okay, so just stand back away from its flame, which doesn't have that much of a range, and just shoot it in the head with fully charged shots. There we go. New enemy right here. Puffer, unstable gas-filled organism, will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal metaviprium gas and float about in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. Okay, so yeah, metaviprium. I need to look that up, see if that's a real thing. Alright, so we'll just take them out from a distance and wait for their gas clouds to appear. You can just run past them, and as long as you don't make contact with them, you'll be safe. But I don't want to take any chance, not on these tiny platforms. We got another Magmore hiding there behind this platform, so let's just take him out real quick. Wait for the gas to clear out. If you stand on these platforms right here too long, they will sink into the lava, so don't stay there. Okay, I do believe this is sandstone right here. Well, it's something that we can blow up with a morph ball bomb, so that's how we're going to get through there. Take all you guys out. Yeah, oh, okay. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Get away from the gas now. Luckily, we have some energy refills right there. Come to daddy. There you go. Alright, new enemy. We're going to scan it through this grate. Triclops, hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. The Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuff, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. Yeah, so we're going to have to get up into morph ball mode there and come close to these guys. If they manage to grab you, they'll drag you over to the entrance here and spit you out, causing minor damage. But we can also force them to eat morph ball bombs, and then they explode. Alright, so let's see. After getting through there, we get our vision obstructed. Okay. All right, let's see. Drop down here, turn around, and we have a little cave hidden down here. We can go into morph ball mode and go through this little tunnel. And we have more Triclopses to deal with. Let's feed them some morph ball bombs. Some for you. Piece of candy for you. And we don't want to leave you out. There, go join your friends in hell. If we come through here, we have this unique looking caged off area. What is this place called? The Storage Cavern. Looks like the only thing that it's storing is another missile expansion. And that moves us up to 45. And that's pretty much all this was for, just that one missile expansion. So now we have to get back on the beaten path. Where's my hole? Where's my hole? There's my hole. I usually don't have trouble finding the hole. Oh, Triclops, there we go. Take care. Okay, well, looks like he's gonna give us a ride back to where we need to be. Okay, well, thanks for that. Did a little bit of damage to me, only 5 units of health. Alright, let's get back up there now. We need to go along these platforms, more of those sinking platforms. Let's take care of these puffers off in the distance before we do any of that, though. And I'm pretty sure I scanned these. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, we want to take care of those puffers beforehand because it's really easy for them to knock you off when they explode. Take care of these guys. Come on. Get out of my way. Clear out. Come on. Can I blow you out? No, not going to work. Screw it. Just take the damage. Whoa, okay. Missile launchers. Let's take care of these things. Or they're not missile launchers. They're turrets. Oh, you know what? They take 2 hits, don't they? Okay, so there we go. Missile, power beam missile. There we go. Any more? Any more? No, that's a puffer I'm locked onto over there. Come on, clear out. Clear out. Clear out. There we go. Take care of this guy. Come on, die already. Alright, as soon as we hit land on this platform over here, immediately turn around and look up. As you can see, there's another turret, so we want to take it out first before going up, or it's going to start blasting us. Get up there. Take out that puffer and that puffer. By the time we get over there, that should be cleared out. Or maybe not. And I know it looks like there's a bunch of stuff for us to scan here, but there really isn't. Nothing important. Nothing like pirate data or anything. Let's see, get in morph ball mode, just roll under that gas cloud. Oh, hold on. There's actually kind of a tricky energy tank to get here. Or at least it's tricky in the GameCube version because you have to morph ball jump. And this crate that I'm sitting on right here, you can only set off so many morph ball bombs before it cracks and disappears. So what we're going to do is we're going to cheat. Since we're playing the Wii version, I'm going to use the spring ball in conjunction with a morph ball bomb in order to get where I need to be. Here we go. And one more. Nope, didn't time it quite right. There we go. Yeah, in the GameCube version, that one can be pretty frustrating to get since you don't have the spring ball and need to rely mostly on, or entirely on, properly timed morph ball bombs. And we got an elevator to a new area, so that's pretty much it. We get a few missile expansions on the way, but other than that, we just came through this area just to get to another area that we need to get to, and Samus is looking fat again. I guess the elevator's just going up that fast. And this is the Phendrana Oh, no. It's going from my least favorite, from my favorite type of area to my least favorite area. I hate ice and snow stages, and I think that makes me different from every other gamer on the planet. I just always found them very, I don't know, very bleak looking, just like, they're just like white and plain like paper, and it's just, I don't know. We got some decent particle effects going here. Anyway, yeah, talk about out of the frying pan and into the freezer. Alright, we got some fast-moving enemies that we need to scan here. Flickerbat, scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Flickerbats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float on air currents. Flickerbats tend to fly in cyclic hunting patterns, using primitive sonar to navigate. Oh, okay. They pretty much don't do anything. They just fly around, and sometimes they hit you if you get in the way. Other than that, they're not a really big nuisance. We got a new enemy here, Crystallite, territorial cold weather scavenger. The shell of a Crystallite reflects beam weapons and can only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off its body and forms the hard ice shell, which the Crystallite retains for the rest of its life. Oh, that must suck. Anyway, yeah, beam weapons, they totally repel it. We got to take it out with missiles. Oh, I guess I might as well refill. Alright, we want to go up. Actually, no, we don't want to go up. All right, we got, what do we got over here? What's this thing made out of? This thing's made out of Radeon. Okay, whatever. We can blow it up with a missile. Oh, 2 in 1. I got that Crystallite as well. Okay, we got this thing right here. We scan it. And the door directly above us has been unlocked. It's another one. The door above there had another one of those locks on it, one of those context-sensitive locks that you see, that I mentioned that you see in Zelda games a lot, and that's how you unlock this one, is by just simply scanning a switch. And break through this ice with a charged shot, and we got a new enemy here. Scatter Bombu. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from creature's body. Like all Bombus, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid engaging Scatter Bombus by rolling into the morph ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams. So yeah, if you get really close to it, it starts screwing with your visor. We want to go into morph ball mode and see if we can make it through, and we failed. Can I do it here? No, of course not. Oh well, they don't do a lot of damage, so we're okay. And a new enemy. Baby Sheegoth, Glacial Predator. Ice shell protects vulnerable dorsal area. Young Sheegoths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby Sheegoths will turn quickly in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike their back. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim. Okay, so yeah, they're sleeping right now, but we can take them out by shooting them in the back. And we're going to have to do some dashes in order to remain behind them. Oh, get out of my way now. And oddly enough, sometimes after death, they'll go into like this death throw before fading away, in which they spurt out a large burst of gas. So yeah, let's see, it dies, and okay, well, it didn't do it now, but sometimes after dying, they will spray out some cold gas in one last-ditch attempt to take you out. And if we come here and we turn around, we'll see that there's another one of those magnetic rails. Remember that for later, because it can be very easy to forget once you actually have the means to use it. Alright, here's where we want to be. How am I doing on missiles? Oh, okay, there's nothing in there. Let's see, new enemy in here. Ice Burrower. Burrower adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the ice burrower has adapted to the frigid climb of Phendrana. It spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but will occasionally surface to attack passersby. Okay, so it's just like the regular burrower, except it's in ice. That's pretty much it. That is the only difference. It still jumps up when you get close and attempts to squirt you. Take it out the same way, just sidestep that attack. Other than that, just pass these guys by. Whatever. Alright, make sure you don't run off the cliff right there. Run past these guys. We got anything in here that I could use? A little health. Come on, open up. Say I'm ignoring you guys over there. Let's come in here real quick. Take you out. We can't climb up there quite yet. We don't have the means. But let's scan this Chozo lore as long as we're here. As the great poison reaches ever further into the planet, we Chozo begin to feel the gnawings of despair. Before it is too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. At its heart, we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness. We wonder, though, even when we are done, will it be too late? And will the power of the temple and the cipher itself prove strong enough to hold back the poisonous tide that even now swells within the ground, threatening all life? Oh, sounds interesting. So it looks like they were working on a way to hold back whatever's corrupting the world around here. I wonder how that's turning out for them. Let's just run past these guys real quick. Take out that blast shield. Go past you. Oh, I actually did it. I think there's another one right here. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes! And what do we got behind here? Hey, we got this little bridge here. Let's turn around. Some more Chozo lore. So many creatures suffer beneath the blight upon the land, and we Chozo are no exception. But for all our pain, we can at least believe in the promise of the future. We have come to believe that a time may never come when we can once again open the door and banish the darkness we've contained. Even so, our vigilance forever remains. We believe that on some far-off day, a Savior will come and continue what we have begun. For that Savior, we will leave our ancient weapons and armor. The soul who can gather them will be the entrusted one, the only being who can reverse the evil that grows here. Okay, so I guess that explains why there is actually Chozo technology here. They came here with the intent of leaving behind all technology and pretty much live off the land as pot smoking hippies, but when this poison came, they decided to make some of their fancy tech in order to help this entrusted one they're talking about. And this whole entrusted one thing, it's kind of one of the changes that they made to the PAL version of the game from the original North American version in the Chozo lore and other logbook entries that carried on into this trilogy version. And that's the whole terminology about the entrusted one. In the original North American release, they actually referred to Samus by name in some of the logbook entries, often referring to her as the hatchling. It just makes more sense with this current change because, well, as you'll find out later, this meteor landed on the planet 50 years prior to the events taking place here, which means Samus wasn't even born yet, and they lived here even long before that happened, so they knew nothing of Samus because they broke off contact with the other Chozo living on planets like Zebes at the time. Okay, so we have this new ability, the Boost Ball. Pretty much what you do is you hold the B button while in Morph Ball mode, and when you release it, you take off in a burst of speed, and you can use that to build up momentum on these half pipes right here in order to gain altitude and reach new places. So this is going to come in very handy, and sometimes it's a little glitchy, as you'll see in a boss fight later on in the game. You can actually use it to expose a glitch with one of the later bosses in order to take them out pretty fast. To be honest, I'm not so sure I want to use that technique during my fight with that boss. I'd much rather go about playing this game the way that the designers originally intended. But for all I know, they actually intended for you to use that trick. Okay, so now we're backtracking back to the Phendrana shore, which is the first area that we saw in this area. Yeah, so here we are. Oh, we got a cutscene here. Oh, you! He's heading back the way we just came from. Okay, well. Let's come in here, hit up a save point, and maybe we can use this new boost ball ability to reach a new area and maybe track down that bastard. But that's going to have to wait until next time. And until next time, thank you for watching That LP Show, and have a one that is good.